Hey, what's up triathlete friends, and welcome to Triathlon Tuesday for March 11th, 2014. I'm just going to go over a couple topics in this episode. The first is pre-season runs. Today we had great weather and I took advantage of it, so we're going to talk about some running. Second, I'm going to give a personal injury report on this thing with my neck. And third, I'm going to do a quick product review on a new formula of Target's Market Pantry brand chocolate whey protein. And just a hint, I'm not too happy with it. I'll tell you why coming up. So we've been going through a cold and snowy winter, and all of a sudden we have temperatures that are in the mid-60s. So what do you do in that case? Are you prepared to run? What do you do if you're not prepared to run? And how do you tackle a run if you haven't been running all season? Well, if you're a new triathlete just going into your second season like I should be, I've been doing maintenance runs during the winter just to keep my fitness up, even though I can't do a lot of heavy lifting. The best thing you can do in any case, if you haven't been working out during the winter, is start slow again. Kind of build up your base miles. Start slow, don't go too crazy, because you need to strengthen your heart if you haven't been working out during the winter and you've been eating too many cookies and holiday cakes. So what I've been doing here and there is going to the gym and running on the treadmill just to make sure I can maintain my fitness levels, whatever I have left at this point. I've been recently throwing in some interval work to strengthen my heart and to reduce my heart recovery times. So today I did just under 3 miles in just under 31 minutes, which is pretty average. My race pace for a 5K is usually about 27 minutes, at least that's the fastest it's been. One thing that slowed me down today is because of the snow that's still melting on the roads. There was still water on the roadways, so when I was trying to run, I was getting mud all over the place. Now, I probably shouldn't really care if I'm really trying to get my fitness back up, but since this was just my first run of the season outdoors, I just took it easy and walked a little bit here and there, just, to be outdoors basically and enjoy the weather for what we had, because it might not stay that way permanently just yet. One of my pet peeves is not having something to wear. Now, in this case, today I ran in some triathlon kit because I didn't have any proper running shorts. So what do you do when you're unprepared for a run? Let's say you have absolutely no gym clothes or workout clothes to wear. What do you do when you're in a bind for workout clothes and you want to go on a run really badly? You've got that runner's itch and you want to get out there. Tell me in the comments below, and maybe I'll read some of the best ones in the next episode. And now for a brief personal injury update. I mentioned in a previous episode this neck injury nightmare that I've had as a result of going to a chiropractor for a little too long. If you didn't watch that episode, I'll just quickly recap. On December 23rd, I went in for a regularly scheduled appointment, and I had a little something going on in my mid-back, which the guy got out pretty well, but he also took my head into his hands and did a quick turn like that, and only on one side. And now I've had pain in my neck ever since, basically. It's just 2 days after I started feeling not too good, and then a couple days after that, it was very painful to turn my head the full range of motion that I usually have. What I'm doing is I have an appointment on Monday with, I don't know what you call it, an orthopedic surgeon or an orthopedist, something like that. He's going to review the x-rays that the chiropractor took, and hopefully soon we'll be able to figure things out through an MRI or something else. So we're making some progress finally, and I don't know what I'm going to do about this chiropractor guy, but I'm starting to get some ideas. Alright, so now for a brief review of a protein powder that I used to always use, and I still would like to, but I have a little issue with it. It is the Market Pantry new formula chocolate whey protein powder, alright? You see that? It's 25 grams of protein per serving, which is 1 scoop, and 1 scoop contains 160 calories, 25 calories from fat, 3 grams total fat, 1 gram saturated, 80 milligrams cholesterol, 190 milligrams sodium, 250 milligrams potassium, 8 grams total carbohydrates, which is 1 gram dietary fiber and 2 grams sugar, and of course 25 grams of protein. There's also some other vitamins in there. 20% calcium, iron 4%, phosphorus 15%, magnesium 8%, I guess, of your daily value. It's got a pretty good amino acid profile comparable to the old formula. And the ingredients, you know, they always say look for whey protein isolate near the top. This has whey protein blend, which contains whey protein concentrate, which contains beta lactoglobulin, alpha lactobumin, and glycomacropeptides. Man. And also whey protein isolate, which is part of the whey protein blend. So there you go. Whey protein isolate. It's at the bottom of the contain list, but it's in the whey protein blend, which I assume is a good thing. I never had problem building muscle with the old formula of this, but I have some reservations about the new one, and I'll tell you why. They have changed the formula, obviously, as you can see, because it says new formula. The reason I'm not a fan of it is because they've done something to the powder itself. I believe the old formula was only 140 calories per serving, so they've changed something that has affected the caloric content, and I don't know if it has something to do with something they used to thicken it or what, but I went and opened this for the first time today after my run, and I did my usual 1 scoop and about 8 to 10 ounces of water, and it just did not mix well. I always mix with a spoon, and with the old formula, I never had a problem getting it to dissolve. This one did not want to dissolve at all. There was a lot of clumps left over, a lot of little cells of powder, dry in the center and damp on the outside, which kept the air in, and a lot of it rose to the top. I couldn't get it to blend. So my mom finally says, well, why don't you just use the blender? I'm like, well, that's a lot more effort than just using the spoon like I was able to before. Now Mom's helping me with the blender. This is what we have to go through to get this stuff to dissolve. That's what it looked like in there. Look at that. That's disgusting. It didn't dissolve.
Did you use water for this?
Yeah, just water. That's all I ever needed. Just, you know, room temperature water, basically. And it just didn't dissolve. So we tried the blender. And, you know, this just sucks. Go back to the old formula. Please. It's disgusting. It tastes a little bit better, but if it doesn't dissolve, I mean, there's clumps of dried stuff in there.
Do you want to use a clean glass?
I don't care. They did change the flavor a bit. It is a little more chocolatey, a little richer, but, you know, it's protein powder. You can't expect it to taste like a real, you know, a chocolate shake, and I think that's what they were kind of going for here. I just don't think that was necessary, and as a result, I cannot recommend Market Pantry's protein powder anymore, the new formula, because it just doesn't mix well. You need to dirty a blender. I don't know if I got a bad container or what, but it's been sealed since I got it for Christmas, and it's good until October 30th, 2015, so it shouldn't be bad. I mean, it was sealed. I just opened it, and it's a great value, but it's just not worth the trouble anymore, I don't think, unless you want to go through all that work to get it to mix. I mean, by all means, go ahead and pick it up. It's a great price for what it is, but the quality is just, the quality has changed, and in my opinion, it's not for the better, but I can't recommend it. So if you can find something comparable in a similar price range, please make your recommendations in the comments below, and I'll take a look at them, especially for myself, because once I'm done with this one, unless they go back to that old formula, like I said, I'm not going to be buying Target Brand's Market Pantry chocolate whey protein anymore. So that's that. Alright, so thank you for watching this week's episode of Triathlon Tuesday. I'll have another episode in a couple weeks. Please rate this video, comment, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. You can also like this playlist that this video is under, like the Triathlon Tuesday playlist, and get updates only on Triathlon Tuesday if that's all you're interested in. Just go to the playlist tab up there, go to the playlist, and click like, and then you'll see it on the left side of your YouTube page. I'll see you next time on Triathlon Tuesday. Alright, so now for a beef review. Information is valuable. Where did that come from? Okay, that's probably the protein.